Hello everybody. Hello everybody. I hope you are doing excellent today. My name is DarkLunarDude, a member of the TDM community, a board of directors member, as well as an editor and reviewer for TDM. I hope you guys are having an excellent Thursday morning and a great midweek. I hope you're ready for that weekend coming up. Today, guys, we are returning to something I was doing a few weeks ago, but I've had to fix some technical hiccups on that. Took a bit, and we finally got it fixed. Supposedly. So we're going to see how this works this time around. We have sound, and I can control it, so I hope that'll work. That being said, guys, I hope you are ready for this, because we're going to play some Chronos Before the Ashes. This is my first look, round 2. I didn't play anything after my first bit, and I will be starting the game over as, of course, obviously, because I want to keep it fair. So let's switch over to the game screen. And confirm we have sound. Excellent. Okay then, we are in the Go Park. That's what I needed to see. So let's go ahead and boot ourselves up some Chronos for the Ashes, and let's see how this goes. Again, this is a game we've had for a while. I know this game's been out for quite a good bit now. I personally have never actually played much of this game. It's been one of those games I want to really look at and been wanting to look at, but I've had to hold off. Just doing some Elgato adjustment, guys. Let me know if it's too loud, too soft, please. I would appreciate it. Do you kind of balance out your sound. I've played some of the game prior to this, the game that follows before Chronos. I don't have my Steam number. I tell you what the name was. I have installed, but yeah. So this has been one of those I've been wanting to kind of. I want to play this for a little bit. Alright, so we're going to start over again. We're not going to play from the save file as much as I would like to. I do want to start fresh so I can begin this game the most fair and optimal first look. So we're going to start from the very beginning, and I'm going to kind of go over some things I remember from the first time we did this with proper sound now that I can be heard. Again, this was the first thing I want to say. This is very bare bones for a character creator, but I don't think the game was to develop I don't think their intent was to have like a really customized game potentially. I know the game that follows has a fairly decent customization setup, which is interesting. Why this one doesn't have nearly as deep. Personally. And again, the web choice between sword and axe, it feels more like, again, based on the descriptions, it feels very heavily towards, are you a active heavy dodge roll and attacker, or are you a heavy enforcer, like knight type character from like Dark Souls. It just gives the vibe. For me personally, I'm going to go sword, because I do prefer to be able to strike and get out and then go back in. And I am going to go with the venture mode because I think casual mode's far too easy, but I'm not crazy enough to go to heroic as a person who doesn't play that many Souls-like titles. So. And now the intro. So you guys enjoy. I'm going to go quiet when the intro plays.
Come, sit. Listen all. Listen well. Tonight I speak to you the tale. Tale of the Scourings. Long past, world was different. Towers of metal and stone scraped the sky. People roamed free, never hid, never feared. Thousands of us, tens of thousands, not like our tiny tribes. Then came the beasts. From inside one of the rusted places. Hunted us. Drove us into the cracks and crevices. Came the beasts on orders. Directed by the will of one.
Okay.
The dragon. Was him scoured our world. Scours it still from where he hides. You're our bravest, young one. Smartest. Best.
Okay.
Once a year, in the darkest of the rusted places, the great stone wakes, opens the way to the other world. When it does, you will go through. You will find the dragon. And you will kill it.
I love how she just assumes
Get
you're the hero
thrown
looking.
back out for the deed is done. You might. But you will use that year. Grow stronger. Wiser. Till the stone wakes again. And you keep going back. To your last breath. You keep going back.
Yeah,
Till
okay.
the dragon dies. Or you do.
Ah, right. This game has like an age thing or something where you can get certain skills by, like, you can only get certain skills by aging. We'll explore a little more about them when we get into the game, I think. Because I didn't get that far when we did the initial preview. And now we actually have the sound I can actually give my thoughts a little more on, like, the story elements and the combat. Where previously it was more of a... Previously it was more of hey, I'm a talking mouth trying to explain something that I really can't explain. So yeah, we'll play around with this a bit. Alright, I've clearly been... Okay, so we're currently on the island, so the first thing I want to say out the gate is this is really well done. I don't like. You have like almost like a claymation style like world, but it's detailed enough that it feels like you can see a raging storm or the character being aged, whether the person who's lived in this place long enough they know their place in the world. I'm not going to say what hints right now because I probably don't remember much of this game, so I want to keep them active. But yeah, so also the fact this is like an old like metal facility is kind of interesting. I don't when you hear about something like this, Chronos for the Ashes, you don't expect there to be like elevators and big buildings and stuff like that. No, I didn't expect something like that when I first did this, the initial attempt on the first one. This is like old school, like bunker style, like from like World War, like the nukes of World War II, almost. However, I will admit the walking speed, if you're going to just default walk speed, is a little slow to me. I don't know, maybe that gets faster as you go along, and maybe that is the case. So, I mean, I'll judge it further as we go along, obviously. Because again, this is just I'm looking at this from the perspective of... Alright, I got your attacks are tied to your trigger buttons, which is a bit of an awkward thing. And again, I'm going to have to remember that, because that's going to throw me off. Level 3. I believe this is where we were at last time. That gear has something to do, but there's stuff in here we picked up. I want to grab that before we go up. Because I was curious about something here that I didn't think I'd explored much last time. Alright, so... So those who actually played Chronos for the Ashes, what sticks out to you in this game? What sticks out to you guys the most for this game? Because it definitely gives like an old World War II bunker vibe. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, forget this system's also in play. Axiom Series 980 CPU X82305 MHz testing processing system failed. No unauthorized access. Loading boot menu. Where's the mainframe? Errors offline. Base controls. Once disabled, emergency lockdown. Order 13. Why not? Error. Unable to initiate order. Okay. What are the reports telling us? Alright, so we know from these reports, last time I remember right there, that they're testing on people. They called them the Dreamers. I'm interested to see kind of where this goes. Yeah, this is 1968, so this would have been time we would have had like the bunkers and all that type of stuff. For rotation, we never leave the chairs, which that is a bit of a concern that they were constantly doing this to people without any rest. Right, so then basically something happened, lockdown occurs, and this is where we are now. What confuses me is normally in Dark Souls games, swinging your weapon or a Souls-like title should just kind of be more blunt on that. Usually requires some kind of stamina or energy. In this case, we're not having that stamina energy drain. I don't know if their intent was to essentially make it so you could attack freely. That you could attack freely, or what their game plan was. Because I understand that, you want to be able to dodge in combat. I actually do think that's a good idea. And even the dodging doesn't really cost the energy meter. The energy meter really only seems to cost so much more your sprinting. So is it more like a dedicated sprint meter? Where it's more of a use the run from point A to point B? Or is it more of a... I don't have the... Yeah, I've got nothing in my inventory, so I can't do anything about that. Yeah, this is where I got stopped last time, because I was exploring. I think I know where I gotta go, though, because they talked about something called... They talked in the machine over in that computer, they talked about a machine called Portal Tech. so maybe it's what maybe we should find one of those portals they're talking about that takes you to like one of those worlds. But yeah, I don't like the fact that it's a dedicated like sprint button, whereas everything else doesn't take your energy is interesting. Let's just start trying to see if there's nothing up here real quick before I go too far. Let's see here. Let us see. No, we already looked at the computer. We don't need to see that again. Not the fastest dodge roll in the world either, so it's definitely not like a what I call a fast roll versus slow roll. Completely. Alright. Now we're back downstairs. And this is where I think we need to go to make any progress. Yeah, so I'm going to go where that computer was. So initially I did check out this computer, but I didn't see any value in it. But I got a feeling. Then we can travel into the portal. Now, as to what we're gonna end up, I don't know, because I don't think I got this far when I was doing my playthrough last time, or looked last time. So we'll see. We will see here. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. For those who played anything of the series, Chronos or there's another game that follows this. It takes place after the events of this game, but is the first game in the series. What are your guys' thoughts on that? You know, do you think the games play well? The games are interesting? Because I played a little bit of the first one with a buddy with a couple friends online, and it's pretty fun. It's definitely tough, and I'm not a huge Souls player, so I definitely struggle with it. But no, I will admit something right out the gate, the PS4 port for this, because I know there is a PC port, and I think there's also an Xbox port. I'm not sure about Switch port. It definitely has a little bit of a load time problem, and I think that's just, again, just because it is a PlayStation 4. The PS4 doesn't always have great load times. Okay, this is where we teach us how to do our attacks. So R1 is standard. R2 is heavy, and if you hold it, you can do a charged R2. Alright, I got something coming at me. Okay, first thing down. We have something in the shop, though. What is this? Well, we'll find out. It is this crystal heart courses with the lifeblood of a dragon. Press triangle when wounded to consume the heart and restore your health. So basically it's your health item. But it's limited. Yeah. So it does seem like that is the case. What do we got in here? The king has decreed the temple off limits. Stop all work immediately, no exceptions. Sorrel. Okay, so we know there's a king of this place, and he's decreed that this place is off limits. For what intent or purpose, though, I don't know. Now, this is a different one. He's got fire, a cannon almost. Okay, so he has like a... Alright. Come on, let's go. Yeah, so it seems like we have like a single one that does regenerate, maybe? It's a 1 of 1. I'm sure I'm gonna die. I don't think dying is a good option. R to lock onto an enemy. Let's see if I can bring him back in here. Don't know when to use that item yet because I don't know how many I have on the one. But at least it lets me see their health pool finally. Because that's the one thing I didn't see before was the health pool. And you can guard and use the shield at the same time and attack with sword at the same time. Not a heavy attack, but a light attack essentially. Which is definitely different. It does take down your shield when you attack though, so I do have to be careful on that. Alright, so now we got a trap in front of us. Level up. Your character has gained a level. Each time you gain a level, you gain more attribute points you can use to upgrade your character. Press the option to enter a character menu and spend your attribute point. Okay, and you full heal when you level up, so that's interesting. Alright, so what is our attribute set we have? We have strength, amount of speed, advantage, or dexterity will help you properly lift your swing weapons. As you build strength, your damage will be done by. Which one is your power and muscle will steadily grow. Okay, so this would be something you want to be doing an axe build. I mean, you could probably still use it not for axe builds, for like an agility build, I'm assuming, because again, it's increasing your weapon damage. Finesse, the finesse is more damage you do with such weapons, as your ferocity increases along such weapons. Okay, so so they've definitely put a what I call a lock on this. So they've definitely made it clear that if you pick the sword, you want agility. You pick the axe, you want strength. Because unless you're swapping a weapon set somewhere in between your playthrough, you're really not going to need the other set unless you want the pure damage. Bit by bit, your exposure to the power of the dragons opens your eyes to the secret clock where the universe around you. This is different, as is knowledge to accumulate, you're able to perceive the world in different light, and bring greater and more powerful effects from the dragon stones. Okay, so I'm going to have to assume, just based off of knowledge of video games, that this is your mage build, and you can. Well, you have no options at start for a mage build. You could transfer into one as you either level and age. Vitality. The hardy nature of your own flesh and blood plays a critical role in your journey across the World Stone's doorway. Sustained too much trauma will send you crashing back to Earth, giving no choice but to use the intervening year to heal. So basically, if you die, you go back to the real world and you have aged 1 year. Now, I don't know. How much that actually. Now, see, it won't let me put anything into the arcane set. So maybe arcane is something you get as you age in the game and you just die. I mean, that's the only thought process I can see. For now, I think I'm going to go ahead and drop it into agility, however, because, again, I want to buff my damage. I'm not sure I've been taking the hits as much. Iron sword, very sharp light on the swing, armed follow, wooden shield, and imbued dragon heart. Okay, so yeah, we're basically, and then you have these traits, and you unlock these based on when you age. Maybe these give you that arcane we're looking at earlier. Potentially, that would be interesting to see, though. So let's go it this way. Alright, don't come to me. Yes. Yes. Alright. Now, I believe this is a shortcut. Yes, it is. All right, we are back at the start of the world. All right, so we're back at start. Now in case we do age or die, we have access back here. It seems like, which is good. Now I've not seen the bosses this game has to throw at us yet, so I have no idea what I'm in for in the boss front. Hopefully, it's not super crazy. But definitely seems like going that agility route is going to give you more. Is going to give you that extra damage you want for quick weapons. Okay, so we've shut off the fire down below. Alright, and now we're back down here. Keep an eye on the one downstairs, someone can come in. Alrighty, here we go. Yep, this door is now open to us, and we have out the gate. I saw something coming. Okay. These ones are still pretty tough. They're doing a little more damage than what I have now. To beat them. Now, I am not a Souls player, so understand that I will probably die somewhere in this very easily. Probably against the boss, most likely. Oh, it's a full heal, essentially. Interesting. There's no way to open this gate, either. Not gonna something's over there. Because I don't think there is. Something I'm also noticing, and maybe this is just me, is you can't break stuff. Like, there's no way to break break crates and stuff, which is kind of a shame. I don't remember if any of the previous game had that option either, mind you, so take this as a payment for your debts. I have little use of it, and the king's latest madness for fitting all shards to the crown, more liability than a boon. Okay. This docks is adorned with intricate imagery of dragons, a container corresponding some value power. Okay. Well, what is it then? A hidden treasure. The shimmering splinter of stone seems drawn to your weapon. Select the weapon and upgrade, then triangle to upgrade that weapon. Oh, you can put on the dragon heart too. Are these like... Huh. Okay, so you can't use that yet, it seems like. But it does have some type of upgrade use, Maybe we'll play around with that if I get a weapon I can actually use to upgrade and find out. So once he's gone, there's no way to get past his shield. Alright, let's put our points in real quick. Again, you can't pick that arcane up. Wait a second, that's why. Right here. It costs 3 to gain 1 level of arcane. Whereas it costs 1 to get anything from strength, agility, and vitality. So if you're gonna play like you're stuck in your arcane, like for magic or something, you're either gonna have to do like New Game Plus, or you're gonna have to take a couple levels to get that, to keep it going. I'm gonna buff my agility once, and I think my vitality, because I don't feel comfortable about my health right now. Not that I'm saying I'm not squishy, I am squishy, but I feel better having a little bit of a health bonus there. I think it's a real bit of a problem. So, Algarium. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I could die right here and it wouldn't matter. There's a door here, and stairwell down there. Most things tell me that the doorway has something of value. Hello, who are you?
I know not of your kind, stranger. Dark days these are. Not the best of times to wander so far from one's homeland.
Okay.
What brings an outsider to these forsaken halls? Destroy the dragon. 'Tis a fool's errand. Especially in the wake of the woeful encounter between the king and the Cyclops. You may as well throw yourself upon your blade.
Well, okay. That's...
Our guardian, or so he was. Till the king betrayed him. Now the Cyclops just sits and broods and plots revenge. He cares not for the Krell anymore.
So I'm seeing.
Too long a tale to tell. Suffice to say, the Cyclops wanted to marry the king's fairest daughter. But instead, thanks to the king, the daughter died. Now the king has gone mad, hides his face from the world. Listen here, Paleskin. Those blasphemous priests took my most valuable piece and used it to build a false Cyclops. Sheerest idolatry. But the vile, cursed golem they created is too powerful for me to challenge. Although, if you were to retrieve the golem's eye for me, I would use it to forge a weapon. A weapon I would give to you freely.
Okay. So this guy has basically just told me, hey, yeah, I'm a blacksmith, but I ain't gonna give you crap until you help me get my eye back, because the priests of this land stole it and have built a giant robotic Cyclops is what I'm assuming, that basically I can't defeat because I'm not strong enough. But you could probably do it. And if you just, I'll give you something out of it. Sounds like logic for any type of Souls game, reality-wise. I hear rats. I don't trust this underground. I really do not. Like that. I don't know what the fuck you are, and I don't like you. creature that now hides in this world. Oh boy, great. Now I got skeletons to deal with. Alright, we have saving the game, so we've hit a checkpoint. I was gonna say, is this a ladder we need Snake Eater for? Because I'll grab Snake Eater. No, I wouldn't. It'll literally DMC this channel so fast. Okay, I got. Let's see if I can. The power to do so, but I can at least. Okay, come on now. Up here. That works. Yeah, I see what then, but you're gonna start limping if you get hit too many times. I'm pretty sure someone's probably done a no-hit run of this game by now, which I'd like to see. It might be interesting. Well, let's see. I got a puzzle down here, it seems like. Alright, so... maybe I pressed X a bunch of times? I don't know. Apparently that is the case, but that's no indicator for that. There's no tap indicator that you need to tap for this. Okay, so this is where that little stone lamp was. Where we came out that one area. Okay, so now we're based in our little entryway. Again, I would love another way to heal, but I don't think I have one. I'm almost got enough XP apparently for another level though, so maybe that'll kind of help me out a little bit if I can play my cards right. So far, I'm seeing a lot of good stuff. I'll talk more about a lot of that towards my little end segment where I should do my little this is what I experienced with the game type deal. Again, this is a first look, so I'm not going to give like a rating. I'm not reviewing the game. I'm just looking at the game objectively as a first-time player. Okay, so we have another world stone apparently. That's interesting. This is locked from the other side apparently. Let's see. This gives me some bad vibes. It does show some really good art though. Like this tree here looks really good. My question is, do you get like a ranged attack at all though?
Human, attend me.
Okay, we have a talking tree now.
Long have I lurked here, little warrior, hidden from the dragon's gaze. Yet I know your past, your present, your future. Just as I know the force of the world stone lingering about you.
Okay, first off, what is this thing? Is it a tree?
You have come to defeat the dragon. An ambitious quest. Given the overwhelming power he possesses, a quest you cannot achieve unaided.
Okay. It burns.
Do not resist the tendrils as they live and writhe beneath your skin. I have given you the first dragon stone, the stone of fire. A shard of the dragon's soul, stolen and turned against him.
So, wait, let me...
Take the stone's power, draw its strength inside you, and use it in your struggle. And struggle you shall. 3 guardians protect the dragon. 3 fearsome warriors, all of them able to tear your flesh and grind your bones.
That's a lovely thought that I didn't want to see happening for the day. Thank you.
The only way to the dragon is through them. When you have destroyed them, when their bodies and souls have been vanquished,
Okay.
only then can you face him. Only then can you look the dragon in the eye and tremble before his vast, awe-inspiring might.
Well, thank you, Mr.
Go now. Go with my blessing and my watchful eye upon you.
I don't want you watching me go. That scares the crap out of me. Okay, so what did I just get? Did I see like a fire spell, or dragon stones grow in power every time you hit an enemy. When fully charged, press square to release that energy. The effect is created with the dragon stone currently equipped. Performing R2 heavy attack with the dragon stone equipped will imbue your weapon with that power of that stone, resulting in additional damage. If you successfully parry, shield parry attack, dragon stone will temporarily imbue your weapon. Press R1 while the imbued to perform a powerful counterattack. Evading the attack at the right time will imbue your dragon stone, temporarily imbuing your weapon. Press R1 while weapons imbued for a special counterattack. Okay. So basically it's a sort of buffing spell, if I'm getting that right? Alright. So basically, it's like a spell slash buff mechanic. Alright. Again, do I think we are the vitality? Yeah, that defense would be nice. I'm not gonna lie. Well, you get the defense anyway from this. It's just the attack is different. Yeah, we'll deal with that because the evade's probably a lot easier to play with. I can't go there. So the Dragonstone is now active. At least it will. That's what it looks like. The fact that you just put trees on my arm is just kind of confusing me. Alright, loading area. Press L2 to attempt shield parry, so time parry will repulse your enemy's attack, stunning them momentarily. Okay, so you're guaranteed you're going to have a shield throughout the game regardless what you do. That's what it seems like I'm getting so far. Which isn't a bad thing. Mechanically, a shield can be helpful in some situations. But normally, I'm not having time to hang behind a shield. I mean, on occasion I will, just because I don't know like an area or how strong the enemy I'm going into is. But I'm assuming they don't expect you to be like great at the game first time. Alright. We have a world stone. Locked. Okay. So I must have made it to the first area okay, because I'm not completely, like, it's an enemy. Bypassing my defense. Huh. Ooh, okay. I didn't know that was gonna happen. But my Dragon Stone didn't get repaired, so that's kind of bad because I don't have... That's a lot of XP I have to get from these guys. Oh, no. That's the boss. I think. I don't know this game that well. Saving. Yep, okay, that is indeed most likely a boss encounter. Alright, here's the next prompt. Let's see how this works. Probably gonna get me, I don't know. Or I just get stuck. So, opening that gate was important, apparently. It just depends on, what is important. So, dying was unfortunately going to be an unfortunate thing I had to deal with. Okay, well, that definitely seems like a boss-like character. I'm going to assume that's that Cyclops that was created. Again, the loading times are just kind of long. And I don't know if it's just because I'm not using a PS4 Pro, and that's might be part of the problem, or if it's just the game itself, because so it's kind of hard to tell. I play a fair few PS4 games. Each certain character has to age 1 year. Strength to become dominant, arcane is more prominent. When strength age, strength can no longer be purchased. Trigger fully recharged. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Interesting. So if you want to have a lot of agility, strength, you're really going to have to grab it super early, whereas arcane, it becomes cheaper later in your later lifespan. See if I can beat this guy without having... Come on now, are you gonna attack me? We can play a shield game. Let's go. This guy could beat me out. Holy crap. God, on beast. Tempting to use the Dragonstone now as a safety. And he's... So, yeah, these guys are definitely tougher than the previous ones. Okay, he's awake. Is that door open? It is. Okay, yeah, these are definitely tougher than the previous ones. Whoa! No! No! Holy crap! Holy crap! What the heck are you? What the heck? Wait. know what? Leave him there. I don't want to tempt fate, and I don't feel like going into crazy mode. Unless I can just steal his eye, maybe. Is it worth it? Oh, yeah, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Good experiment, though, honestly. He still one-shots you regardless what you do there. Fairity is fair, though. I was tempting fate. I really shouldn't have done it. But that's kind of the way Souls games work. You have to... Experimentation is kind of the key to a success in most of these. So, yeah. I mean, my fault. But now, technicality, I should have hit that first age barrier for the relic talents or whatever they were. Alright, well, whenever he wants to load up here again. Trait. Choose a trait you want. Okay, here it is. Okay. Brute strength. The growing might of your muscles pack additional destructive force into your attacks, increasing weapon damage. Okay, so weapon damage increase. Youthful vigor. As your body grows and more powerful, your endurance and energy steadily build, increasing your maximum health. That would be good if we wanted to have a little more endurance without having the health stat. The painful lessons taught by mistakes of youth are not lost to you, allowing you to gain more experience on your journey. See, that one seems the most viable. At least to me. The health and damage you can get from stat gains through levels. Theoretically. But here we could use that experience bonus will be sticks us throughout our journey, which should in theory give us more XP across the board. Now it doesn't specify what percentage it is, so I think I'm gonna take the hardened wisdom just because I want to see. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can just get around this guy. Let's bring you back here. I don't want to bring your friend over there. Alright, well, he can stay over there. I don't want to deal with him. So I don't know what the difference is for that XP gain. Not yet, at least. We'll find out as we go on, I have a feeling. Oh, okay, there's a fire shield. Well, stuff like that. Interesting. Oh no, you. I got a dragon stuff like that to fight this guy, I will. So I have to be really up close to fight this guy. Maybe I don't have to. Let me see. Different strategy with it. See if maybe I can get more damage off of it without being hit back. It's not working all the time, but it is working a little bit more than before. Yeah, alright, so definitely finding as many uses as I can is definitely going to be vital. I need Nithner key, okay. Is he the only one in this room? With the giant pit surrounding it? Yes. Oh no. Let's see if I can get around him. Sneak behind him a bit. Okay, there's that dragon stone come into effect. I think I'm gonna do 1 agility, 1 vitality for this one because I think I'm gonna buff that defense a little more, as well as gonna get my strength up still. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. This build could be completely bad, and I could be terrible for building it this way. But I am at least trying something I don't normally do when I play games like this. Yeah, so doing that can help, it seems like. Oh! Oh, hello! It's another one of these. Nice. Okay, now we have 2. Okay, alright. Exploring is worth it. Yep, yep. So far, exploring has been worth it. I'm not going to complain. Aged and tarnished. This bar of metal resembles cast iron, though it feels much heavier. Huh, okay. I got another one in here. That's not good. 2v1 is a little tough. Nope. Heal, heal, heal. I said heal! I used the heal! I used the heal stone! Okay, I'm not gonna call BS on that because I feel like I probably could have backed out and gotten the full heal stone, but that is still stupid. Alright, hold on. This is something important. Once again, upgrade using Dragon Star Stones. Select the weapon from your inventory and press square to open the upgrade menu. So you have to go to the upgrade menu, or the weapon itself to upgrade it. Yeah, this is why I don't play a lot of Souls-like games, as a heads up. I don't really do well with them. I'm playing one right now for review for TDM just because it's something I wanted to do. Yeah, normally I'm not a Souls player. I'm not very good at them. I will admit, though, this is less infuriating than, let's just say it. This is less infuriating, let's just say losing all your souls and like demon souls or something. Oh wow, so you need 3 shards and then you can upgrade your iron sword to have 5 base initial damage. Okay. Interesting. But now I've got 2. Again, I want to get 1 point in agility. Maybe do I want 2? Because I feel like my damage is starting to become lackluster, and the more damage I could do to kill enemies faster would probably be good. But the defense and health is you're not really getting any. Well, you are. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. Keep it kind of fair going forward. You know, I will want to at least get to like 20-25 agility pretty early on. I'm trying a couple bits. I don't want to heal with your friend here. I don't heal with healing, but I don't want doing this. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I learned my lesson the first time with that guy. Don't go after him. He's not worth the time. But it's not always a guarantee. Which is why you have to build your dragon and use it that way, or you have to... Yeah, see now my dragon meter is built up, I can use the dragon move. Okay, so this is used for something. Well, the lock-on feature is at least something I can say I'm very happy with. Yeah, so that experience boost I picked up, that skill I picked, seems to be really making dividends right now, because I'm getting more experience and I'm leveling up faster. Now, I don't know how negative it's going to impact like a lot of the boss fights, because again, the higher level you get, the higher level the monsters that you fight tend to get. So that's an if. Again, I could either jump this up too and leave my damage as it is, because my damage is fairly okay for now. I would like to be a little stronger, but having that evade stat's just really nice, so you really shouldn't have to have the health. Alright, so... careful about him clubbing you, because he will club you. And his club doesn't do that much damage to the maker, or as much as it used to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just gained 200 something XP from that one fight. As long as I'm playing my fights carefully, I should theoretically be okay. I don't like how the camera turns there, like, just so suddenly. I kind of wish I didn't do that. Come on, buddy. Come in here with me. I'll fight you. Come on now. Right over here. This is still hitting pretty hard. I gotta be careful. I do like the fact it does reward the player for learning how to parry and dodge moves versus like punish them. It does. The Dragonstone do give you that advantage. I'm thinking that most enemies in this area aren't too badly. Okay, and that is what I need to see. So, Iron Sword. The Iron Sword +1. I don't know if I should have done it there, but again, this is... There's a box over here. Purpose in mind. Okay. Let's go ahead and heal for safety, because I don't know when we get that level up. Okay, made a crank. Back up. I know, I would like a ranged attack at some point. I feel like a ranged attack would be very useful. Do, but you know what, we'll deal with that. Alrighty, we're making progress so far. I'm okay with that. Alright, what's back here? Just an old area I was before? Oh, it's a codex. Like a puzzle of some type. Huh, okay. I'm going to do a double fight up this time, just because I think I'm taking a little bit too much damage. That's all I'm saying, is that's a lot of damage. Where am I now? Oh, you come from shadows. Not a good thing. Look at my earphone. Oh! What's this? That's that Cyclops that they're talking about, right? Okay, so we found something of interest. As to what, I don't know. Most of the Cyclops were talking about that Smith was talking about, Senator Krell. Case of also called Monarch Test, to which every Krell descendant to the throne must submit. The underlying philosophy involves the strength of the character necessary to rule, even facing a relentless hardship. Of the throne, the Krell in question must wear the implement known as the Band of Faith around his torso for no less than the space of 1 week. This metal band has 15 sharpened spikes alongside its length, each of which are dipped in corrosive acid. Spikes penetrate the Krell skin, causing considerable discomfort. Must must, while wearing the band, exhibit no sign of pain or distress while going about his normal daily activities. If any sensible more test ends, and the potential rulers deemed officially unworthy of the throne. Okay. Interesting. Part channel, part key. Okay. Come on, let's go in here now. I definitely want to be a little more edgy with this one. Holy crap. There we go. Level up. Yeah, that XP buff is making dividends, man. Like, that is amazingly powerful. Don't get me wrong, the other two probably are just as good. Like, they're just as good, but I think that's just dividends. Because, yeah, you're not getting the immediate strength or HP bonus, but this game looks good. Hey there, Glitched. How you doing, man? Hope you are doing well. Yeah, it's pretty good so far. There's a fair bit mechanically to this game that is interesting so far that I'm actually quite surprised on, as I'm not usually a huge Souls player. And I've actually been pretty impressed with what's been shown off so far. That's good. Come on, let's go. Alright, so that's not usable there. But yeah. At start, you're given two options for weapons. A sword and a axe. Sword is agility, the axe is strength-based. So it's definitely a little bit trickier, I would say, than... So picking your weapon choice, it starts really going to lock you into a build almost. Okay, so I can't go there yet. Alright, so I think I'm done this area for now, because I can't really make any more progression down here. Souls-likes, I often am murdered by things. I can't. I arrange traps. Yeah, it's part of the reason I was so weary about this. Was like, okay, there's going to be a lot of really stupid stuff I'm learning, so I'm not going to expect. Okay, so now I have a way back in if I ever get caught out again, so we're okay there. Yeah, so the way this works, basically, Glitched, is you have a weapon, sword or axe. That weapon gets a certain... it gets powered by one buff, either strength or agility. And you can, as you go through, you can get other weapons. Like, I have a quest right now actively to go get... to go try and go and get this guy's eye. This thing this blacksmith made that a bunch of priests stole to make a Cyclops. And if I do that, then he'll make a weapon and give it to me. But again, I haven't gotten to be the Cyclops yet, so I don't know what I don't know what that entails as of yet. Okay, so I can go two ways, or three technically if I wanted to. I think this is a dead end though. Oh, that piece I picked up, maybe? Hey, alright. Discovery. That's the slowest flowing water ever though. Couldn't you just send a cutscene? That's just personal thought, though. Like, a cutscene probably would have been better there. Alright, is that all I'm getting out of this? Apparently so. Apparently we turned on the water. That's about all we got. Alright, well, that was something. Maybe that in turn caused an effect somewhere else. I don't know yet. We'll find out. But yeah, no, I'm not a huge Souls-like person. I generally am very bad at Souls-like titles. So... I am working on a review for one, Eldest Souls, but I'll tell you something, that game is not easy. Okay, come on. Hi there. How are you, buddy? Here's the thing. When Alex got this code from PS4, and he initially gave it to me to stream on the channel because my PS4 was functioning at the time, my thought was, okay, I'm going to struggle with this game because it's a soul. It definitely seems like it's going to be a Souls-like title. Nearly the size of a man's head. Okay. I was like, okay, this is gonna be really tough. Like, this is not gonna be no easy, type setup. So maybe I need to put it back. Let's see what's first. Let's hate that concept. Alright. Oh yeah, watch this. So basically you get a power to this Dragon Stone, and this Dragon Stone power, there's little grace we see in this supremely solid weapon. You can't touch this. Oh, so going here and grabbing that was actually maybe worth it. I don't know. What is that hammer I picked up? Oh, it's a new weapon. It's a brand new weapon. If all I was a strength user, though. So yeah, putting that stone back was definitely a nice find. Not something I particularly want, though. I got a feel to take this stone back to where that portal was, though. Maybe we can actually use it at that ogre-looking gate that we saw? I mean, that's general puzzle logic 101 for me, but, I mean, I'm not, like, a puzzle expert. Oh, the other thing about this game that's interesting is you can die, you don't lose any stats, or, like, points or anything, but you age. And the way they explain the aging system is you have the ability to get strength and agility at a younger age, but as you get older, down this trait tree here, you can't buy strength and agility, but instead you can buy your arcane skill gets lowered in price because you're older, and I guess you can buy more magical skill damage. So it actually was saying, hey, you should actually make sure you're getting your strength and agility fairly early on to your levels, unless you're going in case you're so you have some type of backup going into like your later ages. It's interesting though, because I didn't think that was that concept would work. It still doesn't to me, but you know, that's just me personally. But it isn't. But it was different, so I wasn't. So I'm not gonna say it isn't a bad setup. you're back here. Okay. I don't want to die to you. Anything up here? Oh, no, it's just in our way back up. Okay. Just in our letting me back there for some XP. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so let's go back towards that doorway that we saw. Or that I saw that was like that ogre doorway that had like the ice stone on it. And let's see if I can't use that to progress, because I feel like that's my next progression point. Because I thought maybe I came back up here too early, and most likely I did. Oh yeah, and the lower health you actually limp, which is sort of an interesting way to show off that you're damaged. Saving. It's dark in here. I don't like that. Things from the shadows could appear and attack you if that's the case. And I don't know if there's an age limit to this game either. Like if you die a certain number of times. Oh! We're right next to him. That's a scary thought. So this guy's here. But it doesn't mean he can see us up here, so it's kind of a good thing. Oh, who are you? You are fun. You're definitely a dolphin. Yeah, you definitely need some HP for that. Until I get to play No More Heroes 3 and I'm super hyped. Yeah, I wish I got No More Heroes 3, because No More Heroes 3 is one of those games I want to play. I never played 2, nor did I play the Travis Touchdown game that came in between 2 and 3, but I absolutely adore the first game. Like, the first game is one of my favorite games of all time on PlayStation 3. Even if the port is absolutely just terrible. Yeah, I'm working on Elder Souls, and Elder Souls is a nightmare. The second boss is literally just holding me hostage. Then I got a Brawler to fix my access because my access got picked. Yeah, it did. I haven't picked them up yet. It's been on my eventual to pick up list because I want to play those too. Well, good news. There we go, level throughout the gate. I can take that. Do I want to take Vitality, or do I want to take Agility? Or do I want Strength for the other weapon? That hammer. The problem with Strength weapons is they say if you're going to be more of a tank and spank, that's what you're going to want to go. Agility is more of a dodge type build, and I prefer that. I think we'll do it this way. That way, or at least splitting it down the middle. I know they exist on Switch. I do want to grab them eventually. I do want to eventually grab them because I do eventually want to play No More Heroes 1 2 again. No More Heroes 1 at least. 2 I want to play for the first time, brand new. Somewhere else potentially. There he is. Yeah, I will eventually go pick up the Switch port. It is one of those things I do want to do. Oh yeah, by the way, fun fact of this game, because I haven't talked much about it since we got it, or since I started the game. You don't have like your dodge meter, and your attack meter doesn't drain your energy. Only your sprinting does. Which I thought was kind of an odd move, considering that, you know, this was a game that seemed like you really wouldn't have that type of aspect to. Can we try and get this guy from the backside? No. Let's bring him out here, though, just because I want to see if I can find him in a spot without them destroyed in. Quick heal, because I don't trust anything. Oh, he's stuck at the door? What? Play the dodge game. Alright, he has that. Good to know. Oh no! This guy found me. This is bad. I need to move now. Done. I want you hell back here. Like it might be slightly easier sign for mechanics. Yeah, kind of. A rune-like symbol is on top of this solid, heavy block of stone. Penetrates the surface barely more than a hair's breadth. Power. Alright, well, what do we get this time from this? No. It's a shard. A dragon shard. Was there any journals I can read? Maybe this. To whomever has the temerity, ignorance, or self-loathing to read these words, know that you're doomed. Your doom is soon to follow. Fate, yet accepted that my rapidly approaching demise has settled upon me, and I have made peace with the end of my life. Can you say the same? And I entertain no doubt your arrival has been made with utmost deliberation. I know that which you seek. I would know the Lord Cyclops' name, his real and true name. My entire life has been spent in pursuit of this rare most valuable prize. Long have scholars believed that knowledge of Cyclops' name would grant power over him. Eldritch effects aside, the academic esteem alone would have been more than sufficient to motivate seekers of his majesty's genuine apparition. Through mountain passes I crawled, in and out of dense jungles, across the wide rippling seas, and back again, and finally, I made the discovery carved into a tablet of purest crelite. So immortal, for when the word sears upon your eyes, your life will never be the same. The name of Lord Cyclops is... Editor's note. The remainder of the translation has been rendered illegible due to an apparent combination of tear stains, scorch marks, and droplets of blood. Well then. That's lovely. Okay, so now we have Now we have a stone block. Where person stands in front of you, you're in the movies during the... Sounds about like when a person's in front of you at the movies during the best part. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. It's like, okay, I'm about to say, that seems a little too, suspicious there. Dies. World crystal. Okay, so the catch is, where do I go from here? Because there's nothing back down there. And I can't use this thing. Okay. Well, what was the point of finding that then? Well, I don't know. I'm out of nap for a while and be up all night and doing my own Monster Heroes 3. That's fair enough. I fully can see that. I can understand that. It makes total sense. Like I said, I'm here doing the stream because I kind of been wanting. I mean to do this for a while, so it's just I don't know. I think I'm finally stuck. I think my progression is finally halted, and I don't know where to go. Maybe there's something else down here I missed? There are room markings on that door, though. That could mean something. Where do we go from here? A V and that C symbol. Alright, let's just curiosity, let's try that. Maybe that'll put maybe we can put that into like the coordinates on that zone. Maybe it'll open up a gate or something. Okay. So that's a puzzle piece for this. Oh, so this is incomplete. But then where's the other piece? Because there's not one missing on this middle sector as far as I can see. But there is one missing here. And that's that C piece. That piece there. Like, why? Okay, so I gotta find this missing C piece. Whatever that is. Is everything I found so far has been here, though? Like, this is just another puzzle. Start and see how I go from there, maybe. I don't know. Because I'm already at low enough health that if I try and live any longer, I'm not going to get anywhere. There we go. Like I said, if I die at this point, I'm not that concerned because I need my health. My dragon hurts anyway. Terrible annoying to do a little bit of damage, but that's just me. Yeah, you enjoy the No More Heroes part, that's all I'm gonna say. I mean, No More Heroes 3 definitely looks like it's good, though. Like, I'm glad that finally that they're probably making No More Heroes 3. Considering the series had popularity, it just no one wanted it for a while. Okay, can I pick this up? Thank you. Go down. Right on our level. Yeah, we'll take that up. If I get 100 damage, maybe I can do some decent damage to these guys. Okay, so what does this water activation do? Is the big question. Because here's the thing. You activated it, but all it does is run water down below. But there's no water contraption down below I could find. Let's see. Let's go back down here and look. Maybe I can find something I missed or something. Because I feel like I'm missing something very blatant. Maybe. Potentially it's back down here. that's just death. I'm not going to attempt to fall into that. Why so many wooden boxes down here, though? So that's where the hammer was. So there's nothing else down here. There's gotta be something else I'm missing. Because otherwise because it seems like because it seems like to take on this puzzle you need this last cube piece. Unfortunately I have no knowledge where it is, and I don't like looking at like guides in that when I'm doing like first looks, because I feel like that kind of takes away from the experience. But I'll give it a little bit. If I can't find it within a certain time frame, I will probably have to bend my own rule and actually look it up. Because the game's been out a little while now. I think I should be able to find practically what I'm looking for online. Hey, you know what? Let's go back here. I don't think there's anything important back here. Maybe that symbol is back here somewhere, though. I know the smith's back here who offered me that weapon, but I don't think that's going to be... I don't think I've got what he wants yet. So, really, that's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. Oh, boy. Well, we'll figure it out. Always do. But yeah, hope everyone is enjoying their time so far here on the channel. We have multiple people who stream on this channel daily on a daily basis. So please keep on every day. So we have a different streamer every day for entertainment for you guys here on the channel. Later tonight we have, I believe it's Flaming Beast. I don't know if he's still playing Halo. I think he finished Halo, but I know he's working on some series now. If you're interested in that, you can probably check it later tonight. That'll be a fun time. I heard a yarg. Yeah, this is where that tree was. Who gave me that stone? There's the warp portal. Okay, can I get the... Oh, that was a clip-in. Interesting. Alright, well... there? I guess I do. Listen, I don't even know where I'm going at this point. I feel like I'm just lost. See, maybe I'm just dying like they're not even doing much damage. So it's like... nothing here. Come on, let's go. Alright, now we're in business. Some grape shot? Seems like it.
'Tis as I feared. You
have the eye. The task is hopeless. Yep, that's what I thought. So that jewel I have is not the eye in question. So I have to go back there then. I have to see if I can find that missing piece. Okay, so this is what gets really tough because now I gotta figure out or remember where anything is in this game, or where this last piece could be. Because I've been a very inquisitive explorer while playing, and I've not seen it. Alright. Hello, tree. There's a couple of locked doors that are still in space I have to come back for later, I think, but, I mean... for the most part, I've basically done... found most things in this area. Now I can see about maybe upgrading my weapon again. Maybe that'll help with my damage, but I mean that's not really helping me solve the puzzle. So I don't know. Like I gotta figure. I guess I don't know. I might have to resort to a guide if I can't go there, because I like to give at least a good 10 minutes at the end to kind of talk about my thoughts on the game. Or you know, the good 3-hour time mark. You know, talk about the game, my thoughts, what I think of, what I saw, what I liked, what I disliked. And again, I'm not scoring it. I'm just kind of giving it my like personal thoughts, essentially, what I think the game, how the game plays. Good animation detailing on this, though. I will admit that. Okay. Okay, are they not coming after me? Oh, it's because they died and they hadn't respawned yet. They've not respawned either. Yeah, so it feels like that. Well, I can see with their allies. That's stupid. Like, you think that'd be... Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna die as well. What I hear, I mean, it's fine. Yeah. The thing was, my health was low enough without the dragon eyes to recur my health. That fight was going to be a toughie. 2-on-1's never easy in the game like this anyway, so... Alright, well, where do we go from here? That is the question I have to ask. However, I do need a drink. So, I'm going to put us on intermission real quick. I'll be right back. And when I get back, we will try and solve the puzzle. See if we can find and take down the so-called boss. Because it seems like this boss is kind of the big one we got to deal with. And we will go from there. I'll be right back in about 3 minutes, guys. Hang tight, I'll return. Alright, guys, I am back. Sorry about the delay on that. Had to go do a couple things. Hold on one sec, guys. Alright, sorry about that. So, where were we? We are trying to find out this puzzle. This is the only thing I haven't done yet. So yeah, hello there from the shadow. No, what? Another Dragonstone shard. Okay. Alright. You know, backpack gets small so much. Let's see, maybe guard up. You win. Ooh, okay. What's this? Oh, what's this? A key. Arrow, that, and that. Okay. Well, worth a shot. Again, I don't understand why they made just a dedicated sprint button instead of having the dodge function. I think it would add like a sense of danger, but personal there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now this is interesting. I'm stuck. Cannot do anything. Send help. Okay, +1 to creativity. Right there. That is cool. +1 to creativity on the developer's end. That is one of the most interesting little things I've seen this in so far. A literal time gate that makes you smaller to complete a puzzle. Like, that is a very nice little... That's a very nice change to the game. So, definitely like that. I did not expect that at all. They're definitely going back there, because I mean, whatever's back there. Come on, respawn now. I feel a little more terrifying when you're small. Just gonna say that. I dodged. No, I dodged that. I mean, didn't expect it to get. I didn't expect it. The phrase "get good" is existent for a reason. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, well, let's see here. We're gonna map there for sure. But yeah, I definitely, do like that they gave us a little interesting side area to play with like this. You're gonna get both regardless of Oh, you climb down the strap. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I like this brick apart. Let's go across the floor. Okay. I'm here. We should. There we go. Perfect. Welcome to me. So we're done here. Unless there's something hidden here I don't know about. Not that I can see. Alright, so let's... I love how your character is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go super tiny through the powerful magical portal and basically climb a bookstrap. That is both clever and creative. I mean that in a nice way. That's really clever and creative as it turns into a mechanic. So, really nice. Now, how much forward will this get me, I do not know. Let's just go grab this key. Hi there. Hi there. Hi, I see you. You aren't coming out yet, which is good. I don't want to fight 2-on-1 again. That's what got me killed last time. See, I'm doing a fair bit of damage now. Oh yeah, 8 points. Okay. Do I want to put some points in Arcane? I mean, that's what the Dragonstone's buff is for. So it seems like it's mostly Arcane stuff. Like, the Arcane mostly buffs that. I guess... Let's not buff our main damage. I think we still need to buff that. Let's do that, though. That'll buff my arcane damage a little bit. And give me some arcane defense for magic, which we don't have yet. I think that'll help us out a lot in the long term. Well, let's see what this key is. What we actually get. Come on now. Back out here. Two of them in here. Is this just like a roamer, maybe? Probably. No one in this game, anything about like a roamer is possible. The fact that your meter is definitely still a weird feeling to me. Dragonheart. Locks you've seen. This key lies heavy in the hand, not quite massive enough to use the weapon in its own right. I guess you need to go back now and see if we can find any keyholes that we couldn't get into before. No, let's try that. Let's give that a shot. I mean, that's the only thing we can really do. I mean, now we got this key. Theoretically, if there's any unlocked doors that we came across in this area, we can find them now. And that will give us the opportunity to basically... Let's see. also you have a forward stab attack too, through going from the roll, which is interesting. Chase you. And you're like, I am powerful. It's like, yes, you are. Run away for a limited time. I mean, if there's nowhere in the area we can go to. Let's see, let's go right here. That was a little bit for you. So I'm curious to see if we can open that up. Let's open this up. Alright. The stone's gentle warmth flows through your veins, lifting you up and lending courage to face danger. When activated, the power of sun will surround you, protecting you in combat. Oh, it's a dragon's eye. Wait, wow, okay. That's actually kind of cool. So I knew going around to explore these areas was kind of worth in the end. That makes me want to go back and check some of those other locked rooms that we found in the back past the previous area. Because there might be something really good in those rooms too, otherwise it wouldn't have been locked for no reason. There we go. I've updated my damage yet again on my sword. That should give me a little bit of advantage maybe. Level up. So that works. Dragon Eye seems to be your magic. That's what it seems like to me so far. I mean, that's very nice to know you have magic in general. So, very cool. There's also area downstairs we can go for that to open down there. We could grab her down another area. But I want to see... We can't try first. Okay, let's do our points real quick. Do I want to upgrade my arcane again? I don't know, let me think. Because I have a feeling we're going to find weapons that need more agility. And having that higher agility would be really good. But also having that health would be really useful. Let's take the health this time, I think. Nothing back here. Nothing back here. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is just going back. Okay, so now we go here. Now go back this way and check that door that was locked earlier. Come here. Let's go. So you can actually knock these guys off the guard in a proper setting. This silver locket is adorned with a delicate filigree patterns. Intricate craftsmanship not anything you've ever seen. Hello, Mr. Guard. Oh my god. It's rude, you know? Oh, journal. Stories of old. I've often think of what the first night will bring more than think, I dare say dwell upon it. It is not an unfair thing to consider. I do not believe I am a princess of the kingdom. Much as I hate to admit it, such things is repeated and repeated failed ruse. I know a princess of the kingdom. I know I deserve respect and be treated with gentleness and fairness. It is like unto a god. I know what he did to my sisters. I know they all lie, broken and ruptured the bottom of the chasm, because they displeased him, because they were not me. Why, Father? Why could you not have sent me to him straight away? So compelled to send my sisters one to another. Did you not think Cyclops would see through your deceit? Did you care for them so little, or for me so much, you would deem their deaths acceptable? No matter, no matter. Troubling my brain will their losses will change not a thing. I am to be a Cyclops bride now, and nothing will deter him from claiming me. I must remember my station. I'm princess of a kingdom, and if it saves the Krell, I accept my fate with grace. So this is the princess's chambers, then. Interesting. Oh, wait, there's that block I'm looking for. Okay. So, hold on. There's the block. Sweet. Silver locket. This locket adorned... There's the block I'm missing. So we got that at least. Let's go. See, a little bit of puzzle exploring definitely helps solve the problems. And that's what I thought. Was like, okay, it's gonna be a puzzle. It's gonna be a puzzle, and it's gonna be easy to solve as long as they get it done stuff right. I need to find an empty space in the codex here. V, and then the A symbol. Okay, here we go. Oh! Okay, that's how we fight him. That door would be giant. That's interesting. Guy. With health and my dragon hearts, I think I got this guy. So there's the good news. We actually will take on the first major boss of the game, which will be interesting. Again, it's pretty straightforward, mostly hack and slash mechanics and just knowing when to dodge. That seems really to be the biggest point of these fights. That's what it seems like so far, at least. And I'm okay with that. Like, a straightforward boss mechanic like that, or a straightforward, like, Souls mechanic like that is fine. It does seem like this game was definitely aimed to be a little bit easier than, say, something like Dark Souls and more accessible. But, again, that doesn't really... Like, for me, it's fine. I enjoy this. This is a fun little... Like, I may actually eventually come back to this and do more like a full... Depending on how tough it gets later on, like a full run of the game. let me see what the other Dragonstone does. Yeah, I'm level 26. But my points seem to be gone to the right place, because I seem to really be doing okay. Sunstone. Arcane damage 40. When activated, power stone will protect you in combat. Okay. Interesting. Hi, Crow Guardian. You didn't freaking make your voice sound more gruff because you're a bigger thing. But yeah, straightforward. This fight's very straightforward mechanically. Just literally just dodge around a lot, swing at him multiple times, and you see that this boss goes down fairly easily. I really think this is just me figuring out the timing of his attacks and knowing what his attacks are. It's really just a Souls good mechanic. Because get good mechanics are fine as long as they're passable. Like, they're not like super crazy like, oh yeah, I have an attack that does this and it curses you, where it's like, I don't know, I can do without that mechanic. We're pretty okay. I'm not too concerned. I think we're pretty well set up. It's just a matter of getting on this guy's level and learning his mechanics. I got early there. That's my fault.
The Cyclops has fallen. Never did my faith in you waver, little warrior. The dragon's protectors shall crumble beneath your might. Long worshipped as demigods, the dragon's acolytes have kept him safe for untold ages. But you are the instrument of his destruction. You shall tumble him from his throne of power.
Okay, what? Oh, okay.
The Krell, the Pan, they spoke of his guardians the way explorers speak of impassable mountains, as if they were forces of nature, insurmountable, lethal. But you have proven them wrong.
Okay, fair enough. So that was the first boss. Not too bad. I will admit, knowing when to dodge his moves definitely was the biggest problem. And that's just another, again, get gun mechanic of the Souls-like games as a general whole. So, nothing out of the ordinary there. I do like that they do kind of simplify the mechanic of, hey, you have a sword, you swing a sword. So when it does damage, you back off or block when you feel like you can't get any more damage in. Know what I mean? It's not like a crazy superficial mechanic where it's like, oh, well, you have to do this, and I'm like, no, you don't. So I'm assuming we can go back and pick up that Cyclops' thing or whatever, right? Or we're gonna be back at the zone where we fought the Cyclops.
Go, little warrior. Continue your quest, and know that I will be watching.
I need to get back there real quick and see if I can go pick up the thing that the Cyclops dropped there. Because supposedly you can cast something that blacksmith. Yeah, no, that was pretty straightforward. I am going back down here real quick to do a little exploring because there were a couple of doors I need to go into. And this master key might open them. Well, it's those little bitty puzzle things that if you don't look for them, they're just the little cool things. I appreciate that a lot. Also, I hope my avatar's not been blocking anything particularly important. I know the health meter's kind of up there, so it's not too out of place. But if it has to be moved, I will move my avatar. Just because I don't want to block any of the gameplay stuff. So I just want to go back and see if I can collect that Cyclops' stuff. No. Did I not get... Okay. That's odd. So wait, is that not the... Is that not the Cyclops that they want me to kill? I'm going back down here for a sec because the master key's still with us. And I kind of like to go see if that one door is openable, if there's anything in there. There's another deeper in that building. I don't know where it's at, though. And I think I could probably go back out now and see if maybe I can access that other door that's in the outside world. Because I think I don't see any major gateways to get around this place. So we'll try it. We'll see. If not, like I said, I'm playing my first look. And again, all the things I'm saying here are just straight up my opinions as looking at it from the first time of a playthrough. I'm not playing this to completion. This is just me talking 3 hours. My first 3 hours of the game as a general whole. Now, if I go back down this way, there should be a door right down this area that I can access. Yeah, it's back down here. Come on now. Come on in here. That door's been opened. I know I can't talk to the Smithy, but I don't have this Cyclops thing yet. I mean, I'll try and talk to him. Maybe he has a... Maybe he got it. Just didn't tell me he got it. I will admit this other Dragon Eye is much better for staring fights instead of dancing fights. I can appreciate, because I definitely like having something alternative.
Tis as I do.
Nope, okay, I don't have his thing yet. There was another door I can enter. I know it was down here somewhere. No, this is just the little... Well, it might be down here. Besides, I need a... So it really doesn't really hurt me to do all this hunting. There's another door back here that I could open that was locked. Not that metal gate, but another actual door itself. Actually, from the sword now, I'm not having to worry too much about him. His damage. Yeah, nothing up here. Maybe I'm just missing something. I don't know. So I don't know how much farther we're gonna get anyway. In 3 hour walk, first 3 hours anyway. Unless I just maybe missed it back here. Yeah, here it was. Yeah, it's down here. That's what I thought. Maybe that was perfect. G guard, yes, he's a pretty reflex guard. It's not too bad. Level up. Okay. Did they drop anything? No. Check stuff. A large fortified shield that covers the body. Oh! I got a shield upgrade. That's cool. Room box. That leads somewhere, but before we go check that out, let's do our stats. Let's get Arcane up a bit, and then let's bump my stats up to 20 on that. See if there's anything down here before I go too much further. Because if I go any further down, I'm gonna be like... You, okay. Well, you guys from that area. Climb some up here then. This bag's too small to utilize for a harvest. Okay. So what were they doing with it then? Come on now. Yes, weapon charge. Yeah, so we're definitely finding where to go now. Oh, it's locked. Okay. So maybe when we go further down that one zone, we'll find out where it goes. Ooh, this is I'm gonna be really freaking careful if I'm gonna spawn. And one that can kill me. Let's see, anything over here? No. Yeah, Master Key might work again. We are definitely entering new territory here. So missing, it's a picture. Maybe it's something I have to go find upstairs? Yeah, it probably is. And honestly, if I died getting to the other location, it wouldn't hurt me too bad, because realistically, all it means is that I actually have to... Bag of corn. Yeah, so far it says this has been a pretty good little experience. Like, oh, you are still up here. What? No. The input for X is sometimes delayed, though. I don't understand why. I'm exploring a lot of different places where I'm trying to go to one place. I feel like... Oh, it's one of these guys again. This is definitely not what's going to be on top right now, I don't think. I feel I'd be surprised. Alright. So, a sword. And a mace of some type? Locked. Okay. So this is definitely a puzzle. Something has to do with a weapon of some type. Stone shard. Okay. Can't read that. No, okay. So we can't do anything here. It was cool to find that, though. Not gonna lie. Alright, so far, so good. I'm actually making some progress. What are you guys' thoughts so far, though? You guys enjoying it? Is there anything you don't like about the game? Do you like about the game? Like I said, this is basically me giving my initial thoughts on a game. Across the board. Alright, well, let's see. Hi. No! Oh man, that was my fault. I should have parried. I should have parried instead of trying to roll out of it. That was my fault. I mean, I kind of was gonna die anyway, so reality states that was kind of my fault to begin with. You know what? That's fine. Like I said, I've made a fair amount of progress, I personally think, in the game. I don't know how many enemies are in the game, how many bosses, the weapon variety. I don't know what you're really getting into with this game. So, you know what? I'm okay with that. Like, dying is normal. Plus, apparently aging is somewhat of a good thing. I don't know. I'm worried more about not being able to pick up like certain stats later to buff myself more than anything else. I don't know. I might look into doing a full playthrough for this. It's not too crazy. And this is the first time I've actually died in this area, I think. I'm just gonna avoid it for now and just go down to here. I want to make some progress a little bit, trying to wrap up. There we go. He's down. Am I okay on my health? Maybe. Okay, what the heck are you? indicates something important, but to what degree I don't know. The king is mad, Cyclops mortals, and dragon sits upon the throne. Beware the great red eye. Beware the great red eye. What is that? It's a riddle. It's a riddle of some type. Beware the great red eye. But yeah, I'll fall in these holes, I forget about that. Haven't done that entire time we've been playing, but yeah, we can. Well, there's a box over there I didn't notice. I think. Unless there's like plates or something. Yeah, this is a box. That would have grabbed me when I was first time. I've been wrong before though, I've missed something I don't realize it. Alright. Yeah, it's just plates. It looked like a box. So we have a machine that says, beware the red eye. That's the clue. And 2 locked gates. So I have to be missing something else. Yeah, I like this Dragon's Eye a lot. Like, absolutely. I think it's actually a really good power-up. Come on. Come on now. That's right. Right here. That's right. There's gotta be another way up there. Yes, I don't curse. If you're in chat stream cursing, it's a very rare situation. Okay, this leads down to that, like, portrait we saw earlier. I have no shards anyway. I got 4. Probably need 6, though, now. And I'm going to talk about the mechanic in this game that is very prevalent, and I think it's something that I'm not a fan of, but... Oh. What's this? This viscous substance excludes trace of the enemy's foul soul. Dragon oil. So much if applied to those shards, it begins to reveal their true nature, uncovering the shard's mythical qualities. So, what? This and a dragon shard give you like a specialty type thing? Rare dragon shard. The glimmer of magic shines much more strongly from this iridescent splinter commonly found counterpart. You have no doubt that allowing such a shard to bond with your weapon will elevate its capabilities to a new height of destruction. Oh, okay. So maybe if you upgrade your sword to a certain point, you're allowed to use those upgrade shards to increase your weapon's power? Because that's what it seems like they're aiming for with that setup there to me. Well, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, obviously, but... Attributes. Okay, let's get these put in real quick. Yeah, let's bump my agility to 30, and then arcane to 12 or 13, because it's a 2 cost, and arcane will allow me to have better effect on my dragon stones, which would be useful. Yeah, the arcane damage is now stronger, arcane defense is stronger. Yeah, vitality I still need to work on. I really think if I can get like 1,000 health or something, maybe I'll be okay. I'm just getting trophies of the Wazoo today for this. I have no idea how many trophies I've gotten or what the percentage is, but so far it's been good. Alright. So I can't go that way. I can't go that way. Let's go back down here for a second. I want to see something. Because technically, yes, we are nearing the end of the 3-hour time scope for our look at this game. But I do want to look at something on this piece here. Other than the fact that it looks really, really nice. Like, I still don't know where you put that little toy thing at. And the dragon gem, I think, is not even going to be useful anymore. So carrying is just going to clutter the inventory, but the game has given me a reason not to take it and use it. So holding on to it might actually be good. I don't know. Oh, there's something back here. Splinter shard. Okay. Where's 4 splinter shards? Let's see if they get punished for dodging too early or too late. Which I appreciate, because I think that's kind of mechanics other games can do. I mean, don't get me, Souls games generally punish you in general. But in this type of setup, it's more punishing when you take that small hit. Like there, that's a good example for not dodging. And considering you can't take too much damage in general. Thankfully, as long as you know how to dodge this guy, you're okay. Dragon Heart is precautionary. He's trapped me in a corner. I cannot get out. Game. 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 Can I please get out? Thank you. That's something else I want to point out about this game. There are some times, some enemies are just advantageously not going to let you try and live. I do not. This one was kind of annoying for that. I don't have no weapon quite here. Unfortunately. I wish I did. I wish I did. Alright, let me go do a save. Well, auto-save, so it saves my progress. And then I'll go to the welcome screen and we will just do a little... We will just do a little bit of a wrap-up of what I think of the game so far. I think it is this way? Yeah, here it is. Alright. Now that that's done, let's just switch to the intro real quick, and I will, I guess... no. Intermission... No, we'll do it here. We'll do it here. Alright, so that is my first 3-hour look at Chronos before... Chronos Before the Ashes. Let's start with the positives that I was able to find through my playthrough. Simple to pick up and somewhat simple to pick up, but definitely hard to master. You will definitely feel like you get somewhere, and then you run into a new enemy that just does something different that you have to readjust mechanically to. I think that's a good thing, though, because with Souls games, often they'll have a crap ton of characters and mechanics that you have to learn out the gate, and they tend to mimic. With these, you kind of have the option and can learn how to dodge mechanics a lot better, which is great. The puzzles. I really enjoy like the little puzzles that they added in to kind of make completion worth it. Like, we were wandering around for what, 20 minutes for that little puzzle? Like the little puzzle chamber in the wall, like that little with the key. We couldn't get it as a big person. We could as a little person, pushing it out to get it as a big person. And that was great. I thought that was a cool mechanic. I think if they use that more in the game, which I think they probably will, that's a really nice experience for the player, because that breaks up the monotony of the combat with like little puzzle solving elements that you can play with. The graphics, really nice looking. I will admit they're a little rough on the edges in loading on the PlayStation 4 version. On PC, you're probably not going to see it as much. Maybe the Xbox One port. But the PS4 port definitely has a little issue with that. It's not terrible. And it's still a positive, because I think visually the game looks great on PS4 for what it is. The age mechanic is kind of weird. More like a neutral. Mechanically, the game is inclined towards players new and old who have played Souls or not, so you're not completely left in the dark. It feels like if you haven't played a Souls or Souls-like title, you're definitely not going to feel ousted by this title. It's going to definitely push you to learn to be mechanically better, and the term "get good" can definitely be applied there in a positive spin versus negative.
Not a lot of a soundtrack. Very natural sounds where, like, in combat you engage with enemy. You have like a certain boss song, but mechanically it's mostly like nature sounds. Like when you're in a room full of fireflies or something, you hear the fireflies around you, where it's like a silence. It prepares the player for what's to come. I think that's a really solid concept and use of a soundtrack. So good job. Let's talk about the negatives now, because my negatives at least. I think puzzles aren't as intuitively pointed out, and I get that the player's supposed to be able to find them easier. But I feel like that, if they were more pointed out, if maybe the prompts were a little more visible on screen sometimes, you might be able to see those better. Just a minor thing that's an issue, but not too crazy. The lack of the ability to restore your health items without dying is a big one, though. I do not I get it's trying to differentiate itself from, like, say, Dark Souls or another Souls-like title. I just feel like, reluctantly, it almost feels like they're trying to force you to die so you can increase your age to get the traits. And while the traits can be really good, a good example, that XP trait I picked up around level 20. That's helped a lot in my playthrough so far. But could I have done without it? Probably. If I was really good and I didn't want to die and I knew how to defend myself and I was playing super careful, I pretty much could. And that's something that I think you have to consider with this game is how much do you plan to die? Because if you don't plan to die a lot, the death mechanic, the aging mechanic is not going to be that much useful in terms of being an actual like strat mechanic. Let's see, another bad thing. Being multi-targeted. So 1v2, 3v3, 1v1, alright, a 2v1 or a 3v1, anything above that, it definitely feels like a struggle in this game. Especially if you get the right enemies against you. I know that in again, I point a lot to Dark Souls because, again, it's a Souls-like title. That's a struggle. And I'm glad they try and keep the struggle low, or low enough that it's accessible to more people. But at the same time, that struggle kind of still shows itself. And in the way this game is set mechanically, very straightforward. You have a melee, you have a shield, and that's about. And you have, if you got your Dragon Eyes powered, you have your Dragon Eye ability. Right at the gate, those three elements do not always make for great combat. And until I got like the second Dragon Eye with the key, when I found that key, I definitely felt like I was more in danger in combat situations when I was going into 2v1 fights or 3v1 fights where I needed that crutch. And now that you have it, it's a great tool because it allows you to activate knockback and more frequently, which is great. But at the same time, it's sort of like a weird toss-up. The Dragon Eye mechanic as well is kind of awkward. I think it's a cool mechanic regardless. I think it's definitely one of the more interesting mechanics I've seen in Souls-like titles as of my time playing them. But at the same time, I feel like the way it's provided and the way that it's sort of story bound to you is kind of an awkward thing. I would have preferred it maybe being like maybe not as story bound in that sense. And then one more good thing, as I thought about it, was in generally just like the combat in general. It's very simple to master, pick up and learn. You can slash, you block, and you use your Dragon's Eyes abilities. There's nothing crazy. There's no range mechanics, which is annoying. But I kind of see why they didn't do range mechanics, because you really don't need it. You should be able to, as the player, be able to take on a character without it and do fine. And I think that does work when you've actually gotten the mechanics down. So yeah, that is my kind of my wrap-up opinion on wrap-up of the first 3 hours of Chronos Before the Ashes on the PlayStation 4.
Overall, it was a good time. I see a couple flaws in the game that I could recommend maybe patches in the future if the game still receives patches. Again, this game's been out for quite a while. I just took me a while to get over to it. It was definitely a really cool experience, though. So I definitely want to say thank you to the company that gave us the code to do a first look on this game, because it was definitely one of the more mechanically inclined games that works towards more players who may not be as adept at Souls games. Simple stats, simple combat, boss mechanics that once you learn them, you're good to go. And again, with a couple of things like the healing system, maybe relying on dying too much, which bumps the age system up a little bit too heavily. It's cool. That, however, being said, I want to thank everyone for coming out to today's stream here on the Drastik Measure. I hope you guys have enjoyed your stay with us here, and if you want to see more about what we do, what we're talking about, games that we are reviewing, catch us up at thedrastikmeasure.com, a link provided below on the player, where we will have a list of all more recent stuff, more recent news, gaming reviews, hardware reviews, stuff like all that type of stuff. You can catch me if you would like on my own channel at twitch.tv/DarkLunarDude. I stream on my own channel 2 days a week, and am a speedrunner as well, so I also do speedrun content over there if you're interested in speedrun content. Again, keep an eye out later today for Mr. Flaming Beast for his stream today. I don't know what he's playing, but he's always really fun to watch, so I highly recommend that you catch him later tonight. Till then, guys, I have been DarkLunarDude, a board director and streamer for the Drastik Measure. Have an excellent evening, and I will see you guys next stream on here or on my own channel. Have a great rest of your day, and have a great weekend.